as I was telling you about Ria is a student. She has a mathematics background and actuarial knowledge. She will be highlighting how BIMTech has helped her enhance her professional skills, and she also bagged pre-placement offer with L&T Infotech. So she's going to share her experience. Then Professor Saloni Sinha, ma'am is business communication faculty at BIMTech, and she mentors the debating and theatre society of the college. Majlis and Media Conduit, which takes care of all the media-related activities for the events happening in the college. So this is the brief introduction of the two speakers. Let me tell you about the webinar. So, usually what we do is we prepare something and then we let the students ask their questions. This time, we have also made some interesting polls that we will be hitting in between. So let's say after 20-25 minutes, we'll start a poll. Or as Ria, we discussed, we can start with the poll, and that will give us an idea of the audience, and then maybe we can move further with the webinar. Right? So with your permission, ma'am, अगर आप कुछ address करना चाहते हो students को पहले, let's do that, और फिर मैं poll शुरू कर दूं.
Okay, so thank you over Palash, and thanks to Hit Bullseye that I'm going to meet so many people who are aspiring to be a part of a B school, which means some of them I'm going to meet on my campus too very soon. So I think I feel very lucky because I get to meet them way in advance, much before they have actually decided where to go. So if this session influences them, in a way to plan themselves better, I think I'll be grateful. Also, just one more thing. The session is how do you survive in a B school? So you have, we believe in leading by example. So you have one person right here who has survived and who has survived beautifully. So let's see if your agenda and their agenda happens to be the same. We may be on the same page. Let's see. I thought we could start with a poll.
Yeah, that would be great. So before I do that, ma'am, all these students, they've just given their CAT exam.
Wow.
And, depending on whatever interest they have, we try to give them as much information as we can. So we try to bring in, people right from the college. This time we are lucky we have got two speakers. Usually we just get one. So this is going to be extra interesting in that way.
Yeah, it's
all the percentile that they have got, our purpose is that they make the best use of their percentile and do not miss on any good option.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So, before you joined, I was talking to the students and I was telling them that learn the skills that are required to survive in MBA, and also learn about MBA in general, that what is the best option for them. So maybe you can take up some pointers on, why ours is a special course compared to, and at what percentile should they be targeting and stuff like that. And also we will be getting a lot of questions, so we can address them as you like.
One question. Okay, so maybe before we begin, I have a suggestion to those who are attending, a request. If you have any question particularly about the admission process of BIMTech, you can reach out to our admission cell. And we'll try to address a few of the things here as well. So let's just go through a session and then we'll open it up. So all your questions, I will ask Palash to select the few so that I can address that as well. Yes, I would like to do that. Should we start with the poll?
Rishi, is that okay?
We have scope in the session, so definitely, yeah. Whatever that we can address in the session, because there's a certain purpose for holding this particular session. So we'll take it up later. Yeah, Ria, over to you.
Right. So we will even extend the webinar if that requires for 5 or 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
So yes, let's do what we have already prepared then. I'll start the poll then, and so this is a very simple, interesting 4-question set, which we urge all of you to participate. If you think you have missed the poll, you can take part in it throughout the session until we close it. So sharing the poll with you, just one of you can confirm that you are able to see the poll.
Yeah, please answer all the questions very honestly, because it will be helpful for you only.
And we want to
Sakshi and Akshat, they have confirmed. Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to respond as
So
well.
take your time. You have, yes. So think and then take your time and then answer.
We'll close the poll in about 10 minutes. Is it okay, Palash? Or is it too much?
Ma'am, totally okay. Let's do that. 10 minutes ke andar, please take your time, but don't take so much time. Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. So you can also see how many people have voted. You can put that screen on for us.
Yes. So I can see in percentage, 20% of them have voted already.
Okay, we'll wait.
And it's only the first question. So meanwhile, when they're answering the question, to make it interesting, let me, share the question again. So for the speakers, the first question is, people who are good at a particular skill, they're born with a higher level of natural ability.
Yeah.
So we are asking them if they agree to that. Interestingly, as the poll is right now, 20% of them totally agree, but 60% of them disagree.
Okay, interesting.
Right? If you want, just for reference, I'm writing that down. 20% agree with the first question and okay,
There's no maybe?
60% disagree. Rest are saying that, maybe.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am, do you want to talk about that or should we go with the, wait for them to answer all the four?
Finish the poll.
Okay. Okay. Rishi has put up a question meanwhile. Rishi, I've saved it. I'll be asking this question. Rishi, you can right now concentrate on answering the questions nicely so that, we can learn something today new. The second question, ma'am, is due to absence of a teammate. If someone is assigned a task that they've never done before, so what would be their action? Will they come up with an excuse and avoid the task? Will they straight away say no? Or will they try to do it with a little help? So almost 96% have said that they will try to do it with a little help, and only 4% are straight away saying no, with no one coming to any excuse. You can move on to the third poll. Ma'am, are you able to see what I've written? 20%. I've also written 96% wala data.
Yeah, it's visible in the chat.
So the third question is, okay. The third question is, you're born with a certain amount of intelligence and it isn't something that can be changed. So the hypothesis is intelligence cannot be changed. 30% of them completely agree, 44% disagree. And again, 25% are not sure about it.
And we have just this last one, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. I've written the third result also. The fourth question and the last question is, what is your idea of time management? So let's give some more time. People are still voting on that. Guys, still 95% people have voted, 5% haven't. So please don't wait. We will be closing the poll. And if you don't want to share, at least know what your answers are. Okay, we've got 96% voting. Now, the fourth question, time management. What is your idea of time management? First option is making a to-do list and doing one task at a time. Second, multiple tasking. Third, doing important thing first and leaving the less important things. Because here we have got, mixed results. 50% want to do make a to-do list and do one task at a time. But 20% want to handle multiple tasks and 40% want to leave the less important ones and only do the important one. Let me write that also, then we can, close the poll. So I've written 40% important things only. So all the 4 answers are in the chat. Ma'am, with your permission, shall I close or end the poll?
You could
99% have voted. So yeah.
Play
So
the
last
results
1
for
minute.
everyone.
All right. I have ended the poll and I'm sharing the result now. Everyone can see it on the screen. Please confirm.
Yes.
दिख रहा है मैम?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. So thank you for participating. Let's leave it on the speakers now. The floor is all yours. Please enlighten the students.
Okay, thank you. But just by looking at the results of the poll, I realized that Riya, I don't think we have much to add. They already know what to do in the.
We can conduct this poll again and at the end see if the answers have changed or not.
Yes. Okay, so thank you, Palash, for handing it over to us. We'll keep it like a very interactive session. So I request the attendees to contribute with responses. So I have really not planned what to do in the session, and I thought that I could do this and that, and I could also probably talk of behavior, attitude, attribute. I thought, you all know everything. You all are double, my in this age. I thought you all can teach me more. So, and also the poll tells me that you know everything. So I have a question. I want to start with this, and this you should put in the chat, okay, everybody. Why are you joining a B school? Can you put your agenda in a single word? Okay, Rishi and Saloni. I'll rename myself in this. Yeah. In one word, put the agenda. Why are you joining a B school? What's the good word? Money, success, ghar, gaadi, bangla, bahut sara paisa, rich girlfriend, start your own business, learn and grow. Are you tutored to say this? Mithlad says grow. More career opportunities, ability to take responsible positions in corporate, Divyansh says. Okay, I am yet to hear one word. There are too many words. I want to hear one word. Ghar, paisa, gaadi, bangla. Okay, interesting. So, everyone is very sure already that, they have a campus utilization of the campus. Do you know a place called library? Okay, career growth. Enlighten your career. High quality education. Lifelong learning. Akshat says exposure. It has a lot of meaning. Money, very honest. Thank you, Hemant. I think all of you were very honest when you replied. So money and career opportunities, growth, in whatever terms you can describe. So the good part is that you all have an agenda. And when you are very clear about the purpose, why are you coming? Like somebody says, utilizing the campus. So utilizing and using, they're two different words. Use, abuse, very close. So let's see, how mindful you are while you are on campus to know how MBA works in real life. Yes, absolutely. So what I'll do is I'll just introduce to you quickly, because it's just a small session. We want more interaction. Yeah, advanced and flexible management skills. So let's see how much you come with and how much you will add here, how much you will delete here from your personality. So I'm going to share something since Palash has been saying PPT. I will share some things which will trigger the discussion. There is nothing academic here. I'm not teaching anything. We are only exploring a lot of things. So please don't worry. Though I'm a faculty and I'm very used to academic sessions, this is not that session. So I'm not teaching anything. So I'm going to share just in short, putting it in chat, okay, if you're able to see my screen. And Okay, so I've shared my screen. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
What is the first thing you notice here? What's the first thing you're noticing here? Generally? You can write again in the chat because you're not allowed to speak. What do you notice here? My name, okay. Yeah, and I want to remember your name too, Aswati Ramesh. She said my name. Between A's and C's, what is between A and C? B, the B school that you're aspiring for. The B school that you will join. The B as in being, right? Your being. So you are already at an age where you have had an exposure of a certain school or a college or a colony or a society, and you are aspiring to be in a B school. Then how do you be in that B school such that when you leave the campus, you leave with the accomplishment of the agenda you set in right in the beginning? So for those of you who are asking, my name, I'm Saloni Sinha, and I teach business communication and theater at BIMTech Greater Noida. So you can put some questions related to that as well, but later. So why I thought that the A and C matter the most, because everybody told me right from the early age that you have to know your A, B, C's well to succeed. So I should know my A, I'll know my B, I'll know my C. So for my B is the B school you're targeting. When you reach that B school, you make the best out of it. You have the best of time over there. We keep using the word B, right? Best B school, best experience in the B school, right? So that's the reason why I thought that I'll put it in a way that it appeals to you better. So we're going to talk about A's and C's. So let's see what A's and C's we have to share. We have just realized that in our B schools, we all keep talking about a few words. What are the few words normally that we hear? Probably we say time management, leadership, and a number of such words, right? They are all the skills and competencies. So I'm going to focus on A's as in the attitude, the attribute, C as in the competencies. Okay, so let's see how it goes. I hope we gain out of my interaction. Okay, I have some words over here. And since this is a candid conversation with Ria, who has from A to C, she has actually gone a long journey and achieved a lot of things. So she's a champion, the C. And how did she become a champion while being in a B school? So I'll ask her many times about certain examples, which will be good for you to practice as well. So there are certain words over here, and I want you to guess the first word. It's a magic word. These are the magic words which will help you do a lot of things in the B school successfully. Guesses for the first word? I can hear some background noise. Adapt.
Adapt.
Is it adapt? Okay. Adapt or adopt? What next? So you need to adapt. Ria will tell us what is it that you need to adapt with or accept.
Is adapt the correct word, ma'am?
Zoor, I don't think I like your first attempt, so you may make more attempts to get it right. So as of now, it is not attempt, but that's a good word. I should have added that as well. Thank you. Yeah. You said adapt. So what do we do?
Is adapt the right word here?
They're saying adapt, accept. Somebody said accept.
But what are they going to adapt? First, they need to do something else before they adapt. So the first blank should be something different.
I think there's good response in the chat. You could follow that.
Yeah.
Adopt and adapt, and what else? What's the first one?
Accept.
Accept.
So there are 3 spaces, right, ma'am? There are 3 spaces which are between A, P, right?
Yeah. Attempt.
Okay.
Wrong
So one
spelling.
of you are saying adopt and adapt. So that is just 2 letters that you're adding. Please add 3 letters.
I think, okay, we'll just wait for a few seconds and then we get going again further. Okay, we saw some responses. What about, yes, accept. Akshara, Palash sir will give you a chocolate for that right answer. So do get it from him. Hit the bullseye. We'll start.
Congratulations, Akshara.
We'll start with the word accept. First of all, we
also Kajal, congratulations, because Akshara is not the only one. Kajal has also got it right. In fact, Ashwathi Ramesh has got it right. So let me, no one is left behind. So these are the 3 people who got it right.
His first answer was attempt.
And Rishi Kumar. Yeah.
Okay. So you're noting down, all right, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So the word is accept. So what we need to understand is when we enter a B school, first of all, we should accept that we are going to a postgraduate institute. We are no more college going boys. We are no more school going, and higher education for us was very teenage kind of experience until you're undergraduate. So accept the fact that you are joining a B school of your choice. First of all, if you wanted to join another B school, your aspiration was to be in another B school, but somehow you could manage this particular one. So just accept the fact that you are at the best place because that's where you were to be. So just remember acceptance. That's the first mindset that we all want you all to have when you enter a B school. Accept that B school. Accept yourself as a postgraduate student because you will have to then behave differently. People will suddenly, okay, what happens at home normally, where you are in school, until you're 9th and 10th, your family, your father, they're like, "Arey, abhi aap bacche ho." The moment you go into +2, it's a matter of a year or maybe a few months until you pass 10. You're still asking me, 10 pass kar gaye aur abhi tak mujhse पूछते क्यों हो? अब आप बड़े हो गए हो. So there's a huge dilemma of being kabhi to chota, kabhi to bada. I mean, come on, let people finalize whether I'm supposed to be chota or bada. But when you join a postgraduate institute, that maturity is absolutely assumed. You're not a kid. So when our faculty sometimes says, kids haven't done their presentation, we are like, what? Come on. They may have worked in places. They have 3 to 4 years of experience or 1 year of experience. Or in any case, they are mature people. If they can drive car, if they can get married, if they can have alcohol, then they are mature people. That means they are responsible people. So accept the fact and don't do things which you were doing during your undergraduate. For example, taking someone else's assignment and changing the cover page and putting it as a new assignment for yourself, letting your friends, party more and study less and not reading enough. Many people during their undergrads have been guilty of doing this. These are certain examples with no question mark on anyone. So accept the fact that you are entering a B school to get groomed, like you said, for responsible positions. So you have to enter with extreme responsible mindset. You have to take the responsibility of your own education, of your own growth, of your own learning, of everything that you mentioned in the agenda is not the responsibility of the B school, but it is the responsibility of you individually. You can make the best use of infrastructure, faculty, resources. Until and unless you take that initiative, it won't work for you. So adapt comes later because first you need to accept. Otherwise, you'll enter to the B school. Arey, I was supposed to be in IIM, yaar, yahan pe baith gaya, mujhe yahan phas gaya. you'll continue with that mind. That head will be full of these thoughts that, oh no, this wasn't my place, but I got pushed into it. Unfortunately, I had to come here. I never want. My friends have gone to another B school, and I also wanted, but nahi ho paya. So you don't do that. Accept everything about that business school that you're joining first and foremost. So sense of belongingness, be again, belong.
So, ma'am, on that point, even I would like to share that, even I'm an alumni of IIM Rohtak, and I remember in the first year, I was very disappointed that I could not convert Kozhikode and maybe Shillong, and I kind of, got okay with it. And then I have such a strong sense of belonging to Rohtak. So that is so true. You need to have that, and sooner it is, better it will be.
Yes, that's perfectly said, Palash. Sooner the better. Because the longer you take, the more difficult is your journey towards adapting to that new place. Many of you would have never come out of homes. You can't imagine food of the mess. Those who haven't stayed in hostel, they'll be like, what am I eating? I mean, I can't. So you will be spending a lot of money getting food from outside, and
Mm.
many things would happen. That would be in your head. Then what about your studies? What about the group projects? You'll be constantly bothered about the food. Then what happens to the food of thought that we say, which has to go into your work? So I'll ask Ria for her first day in
Exactly,
BIMTech. And
ma'am. Even I agree to that. Till the time we don't accept our flaws, we will not be able to learn anything new. Like there is this very famous Japanese proverb that I have heard of. Uh, in order to fill a cup, you have to first empty it. So suppose all that you know till now, all those negative thoughts, all those fixed mindsets that you have, consider that as your full cup. And in order to change that, you have to first empty those. Hello.
yeah, we can hear you, Ria.
Okay. So yeah,
Very well said, Ria. We are able to hear you perfectly. Yes.
what I was saying, in order to change your mindset, in order to change yourself, you have to first accept what is wrong. You have to know your flaws. And going by the poll, I saw that the audience here was very honest, which is very good that they are already self-aware.
Absolutely. So look, there is a very nice example. Yeah, so that's very true. The moment you know that this is going to be your B school, start learning about their genesis. Who are the founders? What is the vision and mission? What are the opportunities they have? Know and learn. The organization has a lot to offer. Plan. What can you draw from what is on offer? So that's important. Like there is a word, Rishi says, suburban. If I'm from a suburban place, it can affect my interpersonal communication when I come to, let's say, a metropolitan city. And often we have seen students saying, I'm from a small town, I didn't get that exposure. That sometimes is used like an excuse. Well, I didn't get that exposure. How can I do? My confidence is low because I didn't get a public school training. So don't do that, because that experience which you had is also to be accepted. And the agenda and the scale that you set for yourself depends on from where you're beginning. So somebody who has come from vernacular is equally capable, because you reach the same these schools with somebody who has come from a very reputed, according to you, very reputed and very high-fi school, knows English, confident, great, attractive personality. No, that's okay. Your journey towards your success is entirely in your hand. The first step is accept. It's okay. I did not get public school training, but doesn't mean I don't know things. I don't have the right etiquette. I don't have the right way of dressing. Of course, I do. Maybe my English is not as good, but it will be good. Give me some time. The N number of
Saloni
ways.
ma'am, if you can answer Rishi Kumar's question, because it is exactly on the same lines. So Rishi belongs to suburban areas
I'm
in
adjusting
Tamil
my
Nadu,
Google.
and he's got a seat in BIMTech. So in this time that he has on his hands, how can he adapt himself so that he can fit better when it comes to the campus life?
Absolutely. So I was actually reading Rishi's comment only, and he used the word suburban area in Tamil Nadu. He would face language problem. He would face food related issues. If you got a seat in a college which is in NCR, North, absolutely contrast to your kind of environment, food, people, language, everything. So, there would be a tendency to kind of feel like going into a smaller community within the college of only Tamilians. That's a very normal psychology of us humans, that we tend to have affinity for those people and we don't mix with others. So my first suggestion is be open-minded. When you are trying to, and if you have a problem with, let's say, Hindi, if you can't speak Hindi or English, normally Hindi is a problem. So maybe in this period, you should try and pick up some ice-breaking Hindi phrases. Also, as I said, you should read about the institute very well and the neighboring areas and what are the things which are similar to yours, so that you have very good conversation when you reach here. And this is a mini India. BIMTech is mini India. We have people from every state,
Right.
every state. And they all eat the same food, they live in the same way, and they mix with each other. So first you have to have an open mind that we should not divide our mind between North Indians and South Indians, South Indian food and North Indian food, etc., etc. Or even, skills, etc. I'm more religious, he's not, my room partner is not, right? So this is going to be a journey from the day you decided that you wanted to go for a B school. That B school is where in the geographical region, culturally. So can I also take this up a little later, Rishi, so that we have more of these discussions on my A's? Let's get our A's right to ace, our journey in the B school. And then I'll pick up once more, whatever your comments are. What was the next word? People said adapt. And what else? Adapt and adopt. Both. How are the two different? How are the two different? Adapt and adopt. You adapt to something new and you try to do the things like they do. Yeah, that's the difference. You adapt is when you are ready to assimilate the environment and you try to become a part of that environment. And then you start practicing things that is being done in that. So there's a behavioral change in you also. You adopt. But then why in my A here, I said, yes, of course, I was about to say that. So the next word, like I have given two blanks, it has to be adapt, adopt, and then you can become adept also. Just a matter of the vowels and see the impact in your journey. So what do you do in a B school? I'll ask Ria what was her experience of the three words.
Definitely, ma'am. Adaptability was like one main component of the entire B school journey. You have to handle various situations, you have to juggle between various tasks, and in order to reach any goal, you sometimes have to even change the way that you are reaching that goal. So, in my opinion, taking the most recent example of COVID-19, when we all had to adapt to the new normal. Even initially, we were very skeptical about our MBA going digital, but then we did various online courses, we learned new tools to help our digital learning and everything. So all that adaptability really helped us culminate those fruits of success today. And also coming over to some questions that I've seen in the chat about adaptability of the culture. Like you mentioned, BIMTech is definitely a mini India. We have people from all the states. If your concern is how would you be able to adapt to coming from south to a north region, then I would say it's not that difficult, because even I belong to a North Indian region of India, and for me it's always a very fun experience to talk with other people from different states. You get to learn new things, you'll get to learn their language. So this was my entire journey of BIMTech. Was all about adaptability. And also in any management school, you have to do a lot of group assignments, which needs people to sit together and discuss. You have to be able to, just accept and adapt to other ideas as well. Till the time you're not open to other perspectives, it becomes a little difficult to learn. So adaptability is definitely a must before you enter any B school.
Okay, how many of you understand the word agile? What does it mean to you? It's here. I saw Akshat saying something interesting. If humans wouldn't have adapted, we would have been an extinct. Acclimatization, Divyansh says, agile is acclimatized. Yes. Yeah, so true. I mean, see, you all have understood that it's important to remain in this frame of mind that when I have entered a B school, they have a certain vision, they have a certain mission. Align your ideas, align your life goals to those vision and mission, and try to achieve things. And the magic words we have already said: acceptance, adaptability, being able to adopt, and being able to, what's the third word? It's quite simple. Third word, account, being accountable. Is it so? It can't be account. Please see the gaps. There are 4 between the 3 words. 2 before you, 2 before after you. It's not account. How can it be account? There's no word like that, Ramesh. You're assuming that there is a word like this. No. Just think about it. Okay. I think I saw one response. Adjunct. What do you mean by adjunct? What do you mean by adjunct? To supplement. Okay. Mitlan says acculant. I don't know what he wants to say. Assumed is to take up, to elevate, to assume. Add addition. Is it so? The addition doesn't have you. What if I said that I made a mistake? So now, here, somebody has used the word adjunct. It fits in best. So that is the message. Fit in. You have to fit in. And you have multiple options. So you have to try. You have to try and fit in something proper. What you all have just done is you've chosen words. You've tried to fit in that word. Some of that was actually working. Some of that failed. But what did you do? You made a lot of attempts. Right? So when I say adjunct, I probably should have, also given you another word here. So what do we say? It is, now you see how everybody is thinking. Everybody's trying to bring in a new word. There was somebody who said, let me see the chat. I saw one nice answer there. So now it's about, this is available to us. Adjunct is supplement. And the magic word that is taking you from acceptance to adapt is adjust. Adjust to the fact that there is a scenario in which you are, where you have to go in for a lot of trial and error, and you have to try to fit in. You can't not fit in. What you all just did with this third word was you made every attempt possible to fit in. You did that, isn't it? Now, this is exactly the attitude you need in a B school. You can't not fit in. Whether it will go wrong, whether it will go right, it doesn't matter. There is a meaning there. And that's the reason why many of you brought in words like Divyan said abort, somebody said assumed. I said, no, there is no word like this. And what did he do? He said, no, there is. And he put in that meaning over there and said, no, there is a word like this. It means this. And therefore I'm right. So what did you do just now? You supplemented yourself, with more and more options, and you fit in the correct one. How did you do that? By adjusting yourself between this and that, and then hitting the bullseye. So there is ample of scope. I offer something, it may not be what you have, but there is some part of it which fits in. And that's important. So fit in, even if, so I think I'll ask Ria to tell me an example where it was difficult to fit in, but she finally did. Maybe from her internship.
This example, ma'am, I am able to recall from Media Conduit, which you mentor. So we have various clubs and conduits here, and one of them is Media Conduit, which takes care of all the media related activities post any event happens. So what happened initially, I was selected for photography and videography part for the Media Conduit. But later on, I was put into the mailing team as well. Initially, I wrote 1 and 2 mails, and I realized that, okay, now I'm running out of words. The words are becoming repetitive. How do I improve that? Then I had to, read some mails, some previous mails, some books, some newspapers. I had to develop that habit of reading and, procuring new words in order to make my mails look different than last time. So, and after few months down the line, I can proudly say that I became so good at writing the mails that now my friends, they approach me whenever there is any task related to writing a mail. So
Moral of the story is not everything can you do perfectly and not everything you know, but it is in your hand to become better and better and better, because the more you expose yourself and the more you supplement yourself with a lot of readings, more you take the ownership of building yourself, then you will succeed in a B school. So when in a B school, be open to learn and don't wait for someone to do it for you. Then what is the last word? Because we'll go to the next part, very interesting part. What is the last word then? We have already said the word in the beginning. So in our discussion, one word. One word. Which, yeah, absolutely, Swati. Thank you, Sakshi. You just said the right thing. Adept. That's exactly your agenda. Now that's your agenda. That's why you're joining a B school, to become adept at mailing, talking, interpersonal skills, any and every kind of thing that you have come to B school for. Whatever may be your agenda, be it money, be it success, be it learning, be it growing, be it career planning or whatever. To be able to become adept, that is the last A I'm mentioning over here. Of course, this can go on and on. So I thought let's just think about, why is it important to reach to the last word? It starts with acceptance. Accept. And I always mention to my students 3H of success. 1H is hard work. Hard work. Everyone has to put in the hard work. Second is that we must be humble. We must be humble. Humble because if I don't know something, I don't know something. I don't want to fake it, because if I fake it, I won't grow. I won't learn. So be humble and be honest. Be honest to yourself. Well, I am this way, but I want the people say I'm weak in maths. When I meet Ria, I feel inferior because I am very weak in maths. So I can carry that inferiority in my head, but I'll be honest about it. Yeah, I feel inferior, but I want to become better. But I can't do everything. If maths is not required, I won't put in my effort over there. I don't think I want to learn maths from Ria, but I will learn emailing from Ria. So find out what you can draw from anybody and everybody around you, and you become adept at the skill you're coming here for. Be it analytics, be it Excel, be it communication, be it marketing, be it finance, whatever subject, whatever skill, become an expert. Okay, but then you have to accept your level. Either I'm at 0 or I'm at negative. For example, nowadays, because of COVID, everybody went online. So there was a lot of digital education around us, which means our way of interaction should also include a lot of technology. Somebody who has never done that, who's very aged, who was very fearful of technology, he had no choice but to. So he started with accepting, and didn't matter whether he was 60 plus and somebody was 28 and much better. So as a faculty, I'm very open to co-learning and co-mentoring with my students. We learn from them. So there's no harm. I can definitely say I don't know it. I should be honest. I should be humble. And I should put in a lot of effort to gain the expertise. But who will do it? You will do it. I can't do it for you. Ria can't do it for you. Palash can't do it for you. You have to take the ownership of the journey you're setting into a B school for. So I hope this has added some insight and it has helped you all. So I can see a few people responding, and you're weak in verbal. So, okay, I heard that. Yeah, accepting it. So, but then you can't just remain weak. So, who will make you better? Who will make you strong in your communication, Rishi? You will. When, for example, Ria, when she had her email issues, she felt that her email should be better. She didn't come and say, I'm weak in emailing. She said, I'm not good, but I can be better and I'll try. So people are around you. Draw the energy from everyone around you and build yourself. Okay. So, yeah, okay. So I think we are expecting more interaction from students. So everybody, because I can't see you, it has to come over chat. All right. So I have another question. Now I'm sure they will answer. What can you do with a discarded rail compartment? Can you tell me in the chat again? Because what all can you do with a discarded rail compartment? I'm waiting for your responses. Very helpful in COVID, Rishi said. It can be made into a shop or class. You can renovate it to make it into a cafe. Make it a railway theme. Okay, make it a, okay, you can make a small COVID room. You can make a small clinic. Okay, discarded one. You can make a caravan out of it. Recycle it, like how? Demolish, set up a food stall. Okay. Any other options? Can I hear a few more? Make a restaurant. Everybody is looking at becoming an entrepreneur, looks like, you know, you want to all start a cafe or a restaurant. Go ahead with little renovation. Make a hospital. So Vivek says, make a hospital. I've understood that, you know, he's compassionate and during COVID, we need more hospitals. So he says, let's make it a hospital. Without even having more interaction with Vivek, I understood that he seems to be a compassionate person. Somebody is saying mobile hospital. It's a discarded rail compartment. Okay. Okay. What else? You can convert it into a shop or pharmacy. Everybody is talking about two things, you know, having a venture, and it could be either cafe or it could be something related to medical aid, medical support. That's because during COVID, your environment was pushing you into entrepreneurship, survival. Many people lost jobs and they started doing something. And third, that everybody started planning how to make people get better facility during COVID. For example, they didn't have places to stay, so railway compartments were used. Yeah. And just a bit, yeah. So, you know, these are, what can you do with a discarded rail compartment? I saw something on Twitter. So I will just show you what I saw. And then I'll introduce you. You know what people said? So what did we do? There are n number of problems to be solved. You are coming into the B school to solve problems of the industry, of the community, and everywhere you will find that whatever you learn during your B school curriculum, end of it is that you should have a brain to solve problems. Okay, it could be, as I said, community issues. Why are you studying vendors? Why are you researching on street side vendors? Because you're trying to solve a certain problem for them, etc., etc. So here I saw this on Twitter, and I found that in the Northeast, many of the canals, smaller rivers, they don't have bridges, and people, it's very risky for people to cross the place while walking into the stream or the river. So they started using it this way. They didn't look at it as a venture, they looked at it as a service. So recycle, reuse, whatever, you can fabricate. If you have the money, you can fabricate, you can take loans. So you have to learn about how to take loans. So interdisciplinary approach to problem solving. So there are certain keywords. I hope this has triggered some thought in you as to what will you do with the education you will gain in your B school. While you all said that your agenda is career progression, money, whatever. But that's your career professional agenda. What about your own agenda? Do you want to serve the business? Do you want to serve the community? What do you want to do with that education? So have that clarity, because every B school has a lot of opportunity. Being an entrepreneur, you can nurture yourself here. You can nurture your creativity, and you can come into various clubs and conduits in the college and hone your skills. If you want to work for the NGOs, you can contribute through the social projects available. So if I love music, I can use music and then come up with some research on how music is making people more motivated towards new learning. You never know what idea might strike in your mind. So this is where your agenda should be clear, students. Money, success, profession, of course, that's the reason why you're coming in for formal education. However, as a human being, must be very clear about your agenda as well. Don't lose yourself in the B school environment, into curriculum, pedagogy requirement, no. Also keep yourself happy. What do you like to do? If you like to go for community work, please join that club which goes into community and serves them. If you want to go into research, reach out to faculty, join their research projects or create research projects and reach out so that you do what you want to do. Don't miss out on any of these. Please don't get stuck in this race of getting a plum placement. Also keep yourself peaceful while doing so. Fine. So in the poll, they said multitasking and all that. So I want to tell all of you, keep time aside for your hobbies. Whatever may be the rigor, keep time aside for hobbies. Don't miss out on that. Otherwise, within you, your soul food, your soul thing that makes you internally happy, don't miss out on that. Otherwise, you'll be so stressed and so unhappy within that it will affect your quality of class participation, projects. Your sleep will get disturbed because the clock is just fast and very, very fast. And you have n number of things to handle within the same hour, right? And of course, I would like to say these are some of the C's that one should, what happened to my screen? Yeah. So I thought that before we get into the question answer, keep this in mind. Be curious, be hungry. So let me show you, I have something in my hand. This is a glass made of, any guesses? It could be a glass made of porcelain. It could be what? Ceramic. It's not ceramic. It's not porcelain. It's not clay. It's bamboo. It's not glass. It's made of bamboo. I put wood. No, it's made of, yeah, bamboo. So as an individual, I'm very passionate about doing something for people who have, these local artists, and also for environment. I personally participate in a lot of community work. So I love this idea of buying a bamboo glass. But the government has given us this vocal for local campaign. Now we have to strategize how this person who created the glass should upscale, should go out in the market with innovative designs and products, Maybe it's melamine, looks like and feels like melamine, but I believed as a consumer that this was bamboo and I bought it. So there is a company. You being in a B school, you're not just a consumer now. Now you have to look at with a very, it's also important to look at with a, now become curious. Is this bamboo? I mean, come on. If this is bamboo, then could the shape be even different? If there are 4 types of age groups using this, then this bland gray would not appeal to children. How do I make them use bamboo? Be, very, very curious and very, very creative in your thought process. Okay. So what I mean to say is don't just consume anything. Start questioning so that you develop a lot of critical thinking, analytical mind. Unless you do that, it will be very difficult. So these are some of the C's: curious, become observant, become somebody who questions. Don't accept everything. Start questioning more and more. When you look at new things in the market, start thinking of what has gone behind. So what's the plan they had? How did they segment? How did they look at the prospective consumers, etc., etc.? So read and learn and be creative in the way you work. Don't do it the way everyone was doing. Do things differently. Very creativity is important. Be respectful to everybody when you're in a team. You have to adjust with the different mindsets, different cultures. So you have to be compatible. You have to be considerate. Suppose you're in a group, there are 4 5 people working. One presentation, and that has to be completed, and tomorrow is the evaluation. Don't give him your part or her your part at a time when that person doesn't have enough to do, and that has to be pushed into a last minute presentation. So time, you have to be very, very respectful with the time available and plan it and use it well. Collaborate. You can't do everything alone. Interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary approach is very important. Compassion is something the whole world is looking for. Post COVID, this is the word people are looking for. Companies have come up with compassionate marketing campaigns. Compassion, care, and compassion is what people are looking for. So see that how you demonstrate it in your activities. Then, of course, very communicative. Don't go into a silo. Don't push yourself into a room if you can't do things well. Reach out, seek help, but don't stay aloof. Share good or bad everything. And there's a way to do it. Be culturally sensitive. So if you have been able to do all these, it will be very, very easy for you to handle the academic rigor in a B school. That's my message, and Ria can add a few examples, and I can see interesting questions already posted. We would like to take that up. C for COVID. So yeah, I think for your batch, I think you all should be very sensitive about the COVID context of everything. Post-COVID, companies are looking for very different skills. So therefore, creativity and agility is the highest skill in the rank, where people were earlier talking about problem solving and all of that. Now they're saying we need more creative people. Creative people are those who try to do things differently and make an impact. Yeah.
So, ma'am, definitely I would like to share an instance from my own journey. So, I was offered this internship with L&T Infotech, but when the COVID crisis hit, we were so skeptical about the fact whether we'll get the calls or not. So, but I considered myself fortunate enough to be able to get a call for work from home. So when you get an opportunity, just make the best use of it. Put the best foot forward, even if you don't do anything. Yeah.
C for create. Create your own opportunities.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. So in my internship project, the project that I was given, I had to make a tool using a lot of data and a software tool, Power BI, which is basically a visualization tool of which I had no clue about. I have never used it before, but still that was my internship project. So after my mandated office hours, I used to sit every evening till night and learn Power BI so I can, create a good tool which can actually be used by the company and add some value to their organization. Fast forward, I learned that tool, I created a project, I made the tool, gave it a name, presented it in a story format, which really impressed them. And it really helped me back the pre-placement interview from them. And in that interview, I was given a lot of appreciation about the tool that I created. Despite that, they asked me one question: do you think that your tool was perfect? And I instantly replied no, because uh, when you are observant about your own work, you know the areas which you lack, the areas that you can improve. So I think what impressed them was the fact that I gave them an answer uh, about the things that were lacking and how I can improve them. So definitely there are things that, you know, not everyone is perfect, but we are all here to learn. Just grab the opportunity, learn as much as you can, accept the fact that you do not know anything, but also come up with a solution on how you can improve it. So that is like my message to everyone out here. We all are going to have struggles ahead of us, but trust me, it'll all be worth it at the end.
Yeah. So one word that
Very well said, Ria.
I did not deliberately add in the list is confidence. To confidence, conviction.
Like to say about that, I have never done public speaking before BIMTech happened to me. I was so scared about going on stage and saying anything, but my first opportunity came when Saloni ma'am offered me to anchor a very prestigious event in front of a lot of dignitaries. I was a little scared, but then again, there are small things which I feel, if you are aware about it yourself, they can instill a sense of confidence. Like for me, if I dress up in a professional manner, I'm in a good attire, it automatically instills a sense of confidence into me. So you know, just keep on noting things about yourself, start becoming more observant. That is what I would like to say.
Right. Ma'am, I would like to say that most of the students, the questions are because of the uncertain times and they're very curious that how it's going to look like. So from the discussion we had, we should be prepared for whatever happens. But if there's some specific question that students have, I'll forward it to Ria or Saloni ma'am. And, if there is something that you want to discuss with them, they can personally send you a mail for that. If you can share some contact information, because most of the students, they have very specific questions. So if you can
I
take
saw,
them as per time.
yeah, sorry. So I just saw a few where people, there's a lot of anxiety about the COVID and how that gap happened and all of that. So I must tell all of you, just stay calm, because COVID was not just for you, it was for the industry as well. So even they have revised their strategies, and even they understand that things happen. Many people got placement in Ria's batch. They were offered a job. It didn't get converted eventually, because when the kind of profile, it was sales profile. For a whole year, people were not stepping out of home. There was no digital selling. So obviously the industry is aware, then they know what to do with these people. So when they are now meeting you, when they are now looking at you, they know that you have also gone through this phase, and there must have been lost opportunities, be it education, be it any other. So they seem to be more compassionate now while dealing with the gaps. So gap is never, let me tell you, all of you in your interviews, maybe ask these questions. Why is there a gap? It's not a negative thing if you can convince them that it was a time that you took away from the regular to kind of handle a situation in life. Maybe coaching. Yeah, it's okay. I stepped out of my formal education and spent a year in coaching because I wanted, my target was a good B school. So it's how you convince them confidently. If you're faking it, it will be understood. Let's say somebody in the family has faced a lot of trying times during COVID, then you can say, I mean, it was impossible for me to handle ailing people at home or stuck in a remote area where there was no internet. What could I have done? So that's perfect. The industry is also aware. So don't worry. Don't worry so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for making it, it sounds very motivating. And most of the students, this is exactly what they need. But the whole focus of the webinar was to introduce ma'am and Ria to all these students, because my main purpose is you can directly communicate, and we can kind of be that platform where people of the likes of Saloni ma'am and Ria, they can directly talk to an MBA aspirant. So I think we have tried our best to make that bridge that gap, but because of the timing issue and because of multiple questions, I urge you to ask more and more questions, and I will be putting up Kashika ma'am's number. If there's something that we would we think that ma'am and Ria can address better, then if ma'am, with your permission, we can share some email ID where they can directly ask questions related to the BIMTech course and whatever specialization they're looking for. So any one of you can share your email ID, and I'll share the number of my counseling team, so that we can redirect them, so that only the important questions come to you.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Definitely contact me on LinkedIn. I'm more than happy to answer all the queries pertaining to the courses or any doubts that anyone has.
Ria, can you share that LinkedIn profile URL or something like that?
Yes,
It
definitely.
will really help students to get connected.
Sure.
Meanwhile, I saw something interesting in chat, and I think the purpose of the session is met when somebody has just put in, what if, what about if this is made of bamboo? There's I think Divyansh has said that. Let me go back to the chat. Since I can't see them, I'll read from the chat. Yeah, so they said if it is made of, since I said the glass is made of bamboo, and they said, what if there are rains? And then, they have used word like rational decision. That's exactly the mindset you should come into a B school with, to answer these questions yourself and find and explore and gather more and more knowledge, and then be able to answer your own question. So having this ability to question is also, this is curiosity. Great.
Right. So I have shared my LinkedIn feed link in the chat box. Anyone can just connect with me and ask the question, whatever you want to know.
Jansh wants to ask about the train bridge.
Bridge.
What happens during rains? Okay, we can take that offline, Divyansh, I think. It's just to trigger curiosity. What more can you do?
In fact, ma'am, that was really interesting and very nice of you to share something like that, because usually if it is just a one-way communication, students also don't get to interact so much. But in this session, mostly there were some very active people, but I like the way you were interacting with the students. And to make it to carry it forward, I really urge all our students to contact us again, and maybe.
There's a good question. May I answer this for?
Of course, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Okay, the question is it the student or the college that matters when it comes to placement? Most of the CEOs now, they have studied from not IITs or IIMs alone, right? Normally we would rate that. I'm from JNU, by the way. So people will say best of the best in the world or in the country. No, that affiliation, don't carry that affiliation. It's you. Me in JNU, had I not become of the level of JNU, I would not be talking to you today, to be very honest. I would not have been invited at all. Yeah, because I utilized that resource of faculty, of infrastructure, of library, and built myself, gained this ability to read, explore, research, and then I'm standing in front of you that you found, Palash found me worth it to be addressing you all. So the student matters. Don't worry. जिला स्कूल के बच्चे भी आज बहुत दूर पहुंच चुके हैं, बड़े बड़े IAS ambassador level तक पहुंच चुके हैं. They came from जिला schools. I am sure you all are aware of that. Local, regional, village schools. Many of them could not get the access you have. You're very lucky that you have internet and everything for you. Abundance. So student is important, college is not. And during placement, skill is important, which you demonstrate. So that is to be believable, right?
Before I end, I would like to say that, ma'am has very nicely said that, although brand stays with you wherever you go, but at the end of the day, it is your skills and your work that shows and, really talks about your profile. So,
true. So I'm sure they have an anxiety. Let's say I'm in the same pool where companies also hiring from IIM. They give more weightage to people who are from IIM. Maybe. But when you join that organization, you're working at the same level, whether that person is from IIM or from any other. They're your skill. So eventually, the company which has come to the college has come to this college because it is this college they have come for placement. So once you're joining them, then you are them, that identity. So you have to demonstrate the skills you have and create a mark for yourself. So don't worry, at the time of placement, it is you who has to steal the show.
right. So, as we said before, Ria has been kind enough to share her LinkedIn URL, so you can connect with her over there. And in case you want, then you can have personal counseling. Kashika will take it forward with you. I've shared a number, so I've also written it in the chat that you can contact either Ria or Kashika. Anyway, we are going to redirect it to the team. And maybe in the future we can organize more such webinars, because it has been really enlightening. I'm not just saying to impress you, but it has been a very good webinar in terms of content and participation. So, ma'am, looking forward to more such sessions. With your permission, we can end it here.
Yeah. Sure. I think we all should follow some people for good skills if you want to enhance. People have asked about books and podcasts. Follow some people. Like I follow for presentations. There is if you are on Twitter, I think it will be great to follow people through Twitter and LinkedIn. Carmine Gallo, I learned a lot of storytelling techniques through that. And Carmine Gallo is the author of storytelling books and all that. I really follow them. Such good people. Watch TED Talks. For podcast, there is a podcast by Time and Shine, and there are so many. So you can also watch some of my videos which are there on storytelling on BIMTech YouTube channel, and you can get some tips over there as well. And I keep sharing my content on Twitter. I keep sharing on LinkedIn also. So you can very much pick up good readings from these places.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope you use the suggestions.
Saloni ma'am has to suggest, I can very confidently say you will be a changed person in no time. So thank you very much to the Hit Bullseye team for giving us this opportunity to interact with all the MBA aspirants out there. It was really nice listening to all the queries, and I'm sure if you foster all these skills into yourself, you will culminate the fruits of success in no time. So thank you so much, everyone.
All the best to all the attendees, and thank you, Palash, for organizing this. Thank you.
Thank you for coming, ma'am. Thank you so much. Those who have joined late or want to see it again, we will be uploading it after editing on our YouTube channel, Hit Bullseye, and we read all your comments, all your queries there also. So don't worry if you were late, or if you want to share it with some friend of yours.
Okay, welcome. Thank you, Divyansh.
Thank you, Rishi, for saying that. Divyansh, Rishi, everyone, I would, personally like to thank those who were participating.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sakshi, for saying such nice words. All of this really motivates us to, get our slots in the timetable of very busy people, because they give us time only when we follow them for months. So it takes a lot of efforts to organize. So your comments, and they really help us to do better. Thank you again, Ria. Thank you so much, Saloni ma'am. It has been a pleasure. With your permission, I'll stop the recording and quit the meeting.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.